Socialization is providing your young dog, puppy, with positive experiences in a variety of new environments around people, other dogs, new locations, etc. And we have some basic guidelines we try to follow when setting up a socialization plan for our working puppies. It is especially important to have a good socialization regime for a working puppy. Working puppies are often exposed to variable and different environments, somewhat difficult sometimes, so proper socialization is essential. In dog training, there are many guidelines and not a lot of rules, right? So we have ways that we tend to trend, but different dogs are going to be different, and especially when it comes to socialization regimes, right? These are things that you can have very polar opposite approaches that can work with a given dog. So these guidelines are things just to keep in the back of your mind when you're structuring the socialization experiences for any given dog. Socialization is an ongoing process. It's happening whether you want it to or not, right? And this is one of the things that we tend to, I think, when we get puppies, we tend to compartmentalize our training time, like, okay, now I'm focused on dog training, and now my dog's just being a dog and I'm not paying attention, that kind of stuff. With puppies, they're learning stuff that whole time. Dogs always are, but especially with puppies, they're learning things. So you need to make sure that, one, we pay special attention to it in the early stages, but that you maintain it as your dog gets older as well, because it is not uncommon that somebody socialized a puppy very well when they were young, and then they stopped and they don't take it anywhere, and then you take that dog back out again later on and the dog has issues with certain things that they're not used to. So it's an ongoing process. It doesn't stop at puppyhood, but we want to pay a special attention to the early stages of it. The other thing is make sure that you pay special attention to the environments in which you expect your dog to perform, right? So if you're having a herding dog, you better get it out on farms around livestock and things like that. Otherwise, you're going to have issues. If you're going to have a service dog that's going to go work in New York City, then you better get it used to traffic and sidewalks and the crazy noises of the city. And so try to map out a plan based on what you intend to do with the dog, right? A really important part of it is that, remember, people have a tendency, I think, to think of socialization as letting my dog say hi to somebody or letting my dog play with somebody else's dog. That is a form of socialization. It's one piece. But not all socialization has to be direct interaction. Functional socialization can just be having your dog have good experiences around novelty, around something new. So I can socialize my dog with another dog by just having my dog see another dog there and feeding my dog for hanging out around a new dog. They don't ever have to have a direct interaction necessarily. And frequently, when I can't control the situations, like I don't know the people, I don't know the other dogs, I don't know how that's going to go, I do that type of socialization, kind of protected socialization, where you work around the things instead of having your dog directly interact with them. So keep that in the back of your mind. You're still socializing your dog, even if your dog doesn't say hi to that dog or that person doesn't pet your dog. Just having them around them and having a good experience is frequently the best kind of socialization, especially for nervous dogs. The dogs that are nervous get overwhelmed quickly, so they go to meet a new dog or a new person, it's fine initially, and then the new dog or the dog or person gets too forward, and then they have a bad experience. Whereas if you just had them hang around whatever it was, get rewards from you, they go, oh, that was there, it looks a little scary, but it's not as scary as I thought, nothing bad happened, only good things happened, and then you're on your way and you had a productive experience for the dog. Take care with fearful dogs and the use of aversives in socialization. This is a classic one. A lot of bad behavior in dog training is rooted in insecurity. Dogs behave badly because they're nervous. Dogs bark at things because they're nervous. They aggress towards things. Lots of behavior can be rooted in the fact that the dog's uncomfortable. Aversives, or correcting your dog for that bad behavior, is not going to make the underlying trigger better. If my dog is afraid of other dogs and another dog's approaching and my dog barks and I yank on my dog's leash or correct my dog, then that may stop my dog from lunging at the other dog, but it is not going to make their underlying fear of other dogs better. It's going to make it worse, right? You can't correct away fear. And so be cautious. Sometimes you don't have a choice. You have to stop a dog from doing something, but pretty typically I want to avoid the use of strong aversives if I perceive my puppy as being afraid of something. I want to work on their confidence first and foremost. And frequently by just raising their confidence, making them not afraid of that thing, by giving them good experiences, the bad behavior goes away. Right?
as we go along. So be careful.